Hey guys, welcome back to a Tarot Tale. I hope you're doing really well as always. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. This is going to be another pick a card style reading. This is going to be for any love connections, so twin flame, soulmate, karmic. This is going to be what are they saying to their friends and family about you, if anything. So we're going to tap into that today. So this is going to be for pile number 1. So think about your person. This is going to be for pile number 2. And this is going to be for pile number 3. Alright, so pause if you need to. I'm going to get stuck in. Welcome for pile number 1. So what are they telling their friends and family about you? About you and this, connection. All right, so we've got here the 7 of Pentacles. So I honestly feel like they're saying that they're sort of on the fence as to whether they want to invest more into this connection or not, or they wish that they did invest more. I feel like they're not fully happy with how the connection is going or how the connection did go. So you can see like there's all these pentacles here, and then like this is like everything that you have. This makes up your whole connection. But then there's this other pentacle here. It's like something in the material world was missing for them. It's like they wanted something else to happen, or maybe you wanted something else to happen. Like you wanted to have a kid, you wanted to be married, you wanted to have a house. I feel like they're talking to, I'm getting their friends, definitely. They may be speaking to other people as well, but definitely friends. I feel like maybe they're saying, I didn't have enough money to actually propose to this person, or I didn't have enough money for a house. Either one or both of you, this was definitely a problem. It's just like they didn't know if they should have invested that, if they could have afforded to. But something was sort of missing though for one or both of you. Something was missing that it would have made the connection feel more complete if that thing had been there for one of you. All right, yeah, so the Queen of Cups. So I tend to channel for divine masculines, but take it as it resonates. Queen of Cups is a feminine energy. So I feel like that's the case. I feel like you were the one who wanted something to happen. You weren't happy with the connection. I'm getting for some of you, you even just wanted to spend more time with this person. Maybe they were just too fixated on work. You sort of feel like maybe you saw them once a week or something like that. It just wasn't enough for you. I think though they are telling friends and people around them that you are a very loving person, that you're very nurturing, like you're not a bad person. Like they're telling people, it's not that you're materialistic. It's not, you weren't sort of demanding when it came to this particular thing. It's just something that you desired to happen. They see you as somebody that's very loving. You had a very, or you do have like a very deep emotional connection with them. So I feel like this, whatever this thing is that they couldn't give you or they didn't give to you, they're telling their friends that it has sparked some emotion within them. So they're feeling emotional about this particular thing. It's like this is somebody that never wants to see you upset. They never wanted to upset you. I feel like they wanted to make you happy. That's what I'm getting so far. What else are they telling people about you? So far, I'm not getting that they're saying anything bad about you. I feel like it's more they're telling people that they wish that things sort of worked out in a different way. Yep, so the Knight of Cups here. So they're telling people that they wish that they had have come forward and been able to express how they felt towards you emotionally. I also feel like they're saying now that they still want to come forward. I feel like, you know, in this card they were facing left, and in this card he's facing right. It's like this person wants to go back in time and do something differently. It's like if things are going in a negative direction or they've moved away from you, I feel like they definitely want to move towards you. That's what I'm really feeling with this. So if you look at these two cards, they'll be moving towards each other. They'll be coming together. So they want to really meet you with that emotion. So they want to meet the Queen of Cups with a cup, you know, of love. They're telling people that they still have love for you. They still have feelings for you. They still feel, maybe they were telling them, like I said in the beginning, they're on the fence as to whether they want to, you know, give to this connection. But it's like now they've figured out, yes, that they do want to. So I feel like they've been speaking to people about this for quite some time. I feel like you knew that this person definitely loved you, but they feel that you're worth so much. Like, I feel like you gave to them so selflessly. You're just such a loving, caring, gentle person that they feel like you deserve so much more than what they had to give. It's like they wish that they could have given you everything that you wanted at the time, but they couldn't. They knew that sort of something was missing, that you weren't fully happy, but it's like they still have this love for you. It's like they still have the desire to give you this love, you know, even now. Even if you haven't been in this, you know, connection for a long time. All right, what else do they tell people about you or the connection? Consider your foundation. Look at how committed you are to love. So I feel like they are telling people that they weren't fully committed to love. They weren't fully committed to this connection in the beginning, or they couldn't fully commit due to you know, external factors. With consider your foundation, it's got like a family here, it's got pets, it's got a lovely house. They're telling people that this is what they want to give you. They're saying like, I really want to take care of this person, but I don't feel like, I'm getting it's they don't feel like they have enough money as well. And also it's a bit of a self-worth thing. Like they see you as somebody that's a lot better than them. They see you as more worthy than them. They want to be able to give you really everything that you want, and they don't want to have to cut any corners. They don't want to have to settle. You know, like if you dreamed about having like a really big house in the city or something like that, they don't want to give you a medium house. Like they want to give you a big size house. They don't want you to be disappointed or settling in any way with them. I feel like everybody around them just knows really how they feel about you because they just talk about you a lot. So we've got here simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. Simple acts of kindness. So I feel like that this is really you. I feel like in the card we just saw there was quite a lot of animals. Definitely they see you as a nurturer. I feel like you do so many little things that show people that you care, and it's like they want to be able to do that as well. It's like they know that they have to do some kind of gesture towards you to show that they care and that what you wanted from them wasn't some, you know, 200-page written novel about, you know, their feelings for you. You just wanted them to sort of, you know, give a bit more, be a little bit more appreciative that you didn't get to spend as much time with them, or you were really patient while they were pursuing their career or something like that. I just feel like they just tell their friends that you're just a better human being than them, that you just care so much. about everybody. But I feel like they tell people around them that they want to change for you because they want to be better for you. They want to be better for the connection. They want to be able to give you, like I said, all these things that you desire. There's definitely a lot of cards here that are surrounding love. So I feel like they're telling their friends that they still love you, they're in love with you. Back to what you love, reevaluate your desires. Yes. So if you've had some kind of separation with them, they want to go back to it says back to what you love or back to who you love. Reevaluate your desires. I feel like they are still desiring this. I'm feeling like with 3, I don't always get this, but I'm getting there could have been a third party. I'm getting maybe even you have been with somebody else. I'm not necessarily getting that they have, but they could have. I'm getting you have potentially been with somebody else. And that could even be more so adding to the fact that they think they're not good enough. They think you've met someone else now. That person can give you what they can't. But it's like they're reevaluating what they desire. They're still realizing that they do desire this connection. You got this person here, and then they're going back to what they love. You can see this, maybe you can kind of see it. There's like a face in the background. It's like you just want to turn back time and something that you used to love, you just want to go back to that. You want to embrace that. You want to, it's like you acknowledge and know that makes you the most happy. You were the happiest when you were doing that particular thing. It's like they want to go back to the person that they love. I'm getting for some they could have been with other people since they had something with you, but they're telling their friends that at the end of the day, I feel like you were the most kind, you treated them the best, you had the most love to give, you were the most patient. And maybe you said to them, look, I want to move in together or something like that, and they thought it was a massive deal, but now they're realizing that it's not really a big deal what you were asking for. But maybe they thought it sort of was at the time. And now they're telling people that they know that this is where they want to be. This is where they want to go. All right, I'm going to get a message from your person. One message, the most important thing they want to say. Something is still missing for me and I'm trying to figure out what it is. Yeah, so in the beginning, it was like something was missing. I feel like they still feel like there's something missing within them. There's still some kind of reason as to why they can't come forward and actually express how they feel. It's like it could be their self-esteem is too low. They still feel like they don't have enough money. It may be something they're not aware of, but it's like they have this rose, they're holding it in their hand. It's for you. They know it's for you. You are who they love. They know that. They want to come back to you. But something is still missing for them. It's like they feel like if they come back to you now, it's like something is not, something wouldn't be right. Like they still don't have enough or they're just not enough. That's what I'm getting for pile number 1. Let me know if it resonates and I'll see you guys in my next reading. Bye. All right, welcome for pile number 2. So we're going to see what this person is saying to their friends and family about you and this connection. Let's see what they're saying about you and this connection. Ace of Swords. I feel like they're telling people that things were a little bit cutthroat. I feel like there was a lot of confusion in your connection, or there still is a lot of confusion. I feel like they're telling people they feel like no matter what they say and do, it's always wrong. I feel like you've definitely had a lot of words I feel like they do open up to people around them about arguments or fights and things that you do have. But the Ace of Swords is really about wanting to communicate. I feel like they're wanting to clear something up, and it's really about epiphanies. It's about clarity. So a sudden realization of great truth, that epiphany, that moment where everything just makes sense. There's something that they've figured out. Maybe they finally know how you can communicate better. Maybe they finally have figured out why things haven't been going right. Like there's something that they really want to say that they feel like it's going to really clear everything up. It could just be, I feel like this is a really family orientated person, and they talk to like friends and family about this connection. They really have a strong desire to communicate because they want to clear things up, and that's what they're saying to people. They're saying that to people, you know, I've really sort of figured out what I need to do. I figured out what I need to say. You know, I just really want to have this conversation, you know, with my person. So I feel like they are excited. And yeah, we've got here the 10 of Cups. So emotional fulfillment, you make them extremely happy. I feel like they have realized what it's going to take to reach this 10 of Cups. Maybe they sort of didn't know in the past, they didn't know how to get this happy sort of union together, and now they've sort of figured it out. They could have figured out for some of you that they could have figured out that you are their person. The 10 of Cups is really that, you know, marriage or just being together for a really long time, being extremely happy. I feel like best friends, maybe having a family, somebody that just ticks all of your boxes, somebody that you just have a really great relationship with. There's a lot of emotional fulfillment, support, companionship, loyalty, I'm feeling like as well. I feel like this is a very loyal person. So they want to talk to you about maybe commitment, something to do with marriage. They want to tell you that you are this person that they want to have these things with, and that's something that, you know, they've figured out now. They've figured out how you guys can achieve this, because I feel like there's been some stagnant energy between the two of you, and it's like I feel like they're excited to tell you something they've figured out that's going to help you really move forward in the connection. What else? Wow, so we've got here the Empress. So the Empress is somebody who really breathes new life into connections, somebody that's got a lot of energy. When you spend a lot of time with them, you feel like you're alive. And that's what I feel like with this. They feel like they know how to get a rebirth to come about in this connection. The Empress is like a feminine kind of energy, somebody that's very abundant, somebody that's very beautiful. It's also somebody who carries life literally, so a child. I feel like they see you as somebody that's very powerful. I feel like with the 10 of Cups, it's like a family marriage sort of card, long-term commitment. Between that and the Empress, I feel like they would want to have kids with you. When they imagine having kids, they imagine it, you know, being together. Maybe it's something, you know, kids is something that you both wanted, and maybe it's like too long has passed and they've sort of realized that, you know, you guys haven't been moving forward towards your goals and things that you sort of wanted to achieve. Because I feel like sort of with this clock in the background, it could be saying sort of like time is running out, or maybe they feel like that. Maybe it's like also it could be seen in the opposite, like, you know, it's never too late. It's never too late to sort of start over. I almost feel like this person may have said to you, look, we can't make this work, you know, it's not going to happen. Maybe, you know, you had some back and forth arguments and they're like, you know, this is it sort of thing. But now they've realized, you know, like it's never too late. I feel like in this card here, the 10 of Cups is like how they're feeling in the present moment. The present moment is in that acknowledgement of who fulfills them emotionally, who's going to make them happy in a relationship. So I feel like they're reflecting at the moment. I feel like these are quite good cards. They're good things that they tell people about you. I'm going to get one more. What are they telling friends and family about you? You / the connection. Detach, 1-1. So I feel like maybe some of them have said, look, to people around them, I thought I should sort of let this person go. We're having too many fights, too many arguments. It just hasn't been working. You know, I thought if I just, you know how you think like if something's yours and you let it go, it will come back. I feel like that's sort of what they thought. They did have this faith and trust that you would be back if they let you go to be free. Maybe you'd be happier somewhere else. Maybe they thought they would be as well. That if this connection was meant to be, that it would happen. Maybe they're realizing it's not going to without effort. There's definitely that. There is that regret. I feel like this person detached from you, but also it's like if they hadn't have done that, they wouldn't have reached the current epiphany that they've had. So we've got here observe. So they have observed you, the connection. They've looked at things from all different angles. It's like detaching has allowed them to see things in a way that they couldn't see. It's like trying to give someone relationship advice when they're in a really shit relationship, and it's like they just never see anything that you're saying. It's like it's really hard for them to see things clearly because it's like they're already on the inside trying to look at things. When you're on the outside looking in, that's a completely different perspective. You just see things completely differently. They're telling people around them that they see things differently. I feel like too that they have explored different parts of their personality, or they're understanding parts of your personality better as well. So we've got here rest and reconsider. So that's what I feel like they've been doing. I feel like they've been resting, they've been reconsidering this connection. They've been reconsidering their decision to leave this connection, to walk away from this connection. It's like they're reconsidering this because they know that new life could be brought into this connection. It's something that you both could feel alive once again. Like I feel like that's how a lot of people feel in the beginning, and then over time it sort of, you know, can go stale. Let's get one message, the most important message they want you to know. I will make things right between us one day. Yeah, so that's sort of the energy I'm getting. They know they've detached. They feel like if it's meant to be, it will happen, but they know that it may require some action. They're observing at the moment, seeing things in different ways, seeing things through new eyes. They're resting, they're reconsidering. They may feel a bit tired, a bit burnt out. It may be a little bit too fresh for them. Maybe since you've had fights and arguments, maybe they need a little bit more time. But they're saying, I will make things right between us one day. It's like I said, that inevitability that they feel like you guys will come back together. It's not like, oh, maybe I will, maybe I won't. It's like they're saying one day they will. It's like when they feel like the time is right, when they feel like they have the energy, when they're just ready mentally. This is something that they want to do, and I feel like that's what they tell people about you. So let me know if this resonates. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. All right, welcome for pile number 3. Thanks so much for being here. So this is going to be, what is your person telling their friends and family about you, or about this connection? Let's see what comes through. What are they telling their friends and family about you and this connection? Feeling this card as well. All right, let's see what we've got. I'm not doing reversals. Wow, this was the first card that came out in the last pile. So the Ace of Swords. So they're telling their friends and or family. I feel like this person is talking to family actually. I feel like it's more a sibling, like a brother or sister, or somebody that they grew up with that they see as a brother or sister. Um, yeah, just that kind of family bond. I feel like they are talking to that family member and it's helping them to see the connection a lot more clearly. They're saying that they want to communicate with you, and I feel like this family member actually really knows you and likes you, and they are actually encouraging this person to communicate with you. I don't really see that energy. It's more friends or family. When I tap into the energy, they're sort of against the connection. That's more the energy I've tapped into in the past. But I feel like this person, I'm getting more so a sister. I feel like they're saying, like, don't be an idiot, just talk to this person. Um, I feel like the things can get a bit heated or a bit cold, a bit blunt during conversations that you have with this person. But I feel like it's ultimately you guys both want the same thing, but the communication just isn't clear. You're not on the same page when it comes to something about your future or just something that's important to one or both of you. Um, I feel like this sibling is helping them to see things clearer. I feel like because they know them really well, they help them to see their faults. They make them be accountable for the things that they've said and done. If anything, I just feel like it's a sister. I feel like they're telling their sibling, like, you've actually said a lot of shady things, you've actually done a lot of shady things. I feel like they're saying, communicate with your person, sort things out, don't like drag things on. I feel like you guys may be in some kind of connection where you tend to talk and then not talk, or be together, break up, get back together, that on and off sort of energy. So we've got death here. So yeah, it makes sense. I feel like there could be a lot of endings. Things could be in the place now where they've ended, and that's why she's saying, look, communicate with your person. So death is about endings, but I feel like it's really a death of the old, and it really means, change and transformation. But you really do have to leave that old energy behind. You can't be rehashing old arguments from the past, things that just aren't serving you anymore. So I feel like it's almost like this is sort of like the sister, and this is her sibling, in the background, and she's saying to them, like, she's looking back and saying, leave that shit behind, follow me, like, change this energy, stop making the same mistakes over and over and over. I feel like your person does have some resistant energy. I feel like your person is saying to their sister, or it could be a brother as well, so take it as it resonates. They're saying to them, like, they don't know how to change. It's like, or they're saying they know that they have to change, but they don't know how to. They're pretty much resisting surrendering the things that, even if it's like you take something away from this person, they're going to act like they still have it. They feel like they really need to mourn the loss. So we've got here the Five of Swords. So this is really about conflict. It's about pettiness. It's about ego. It's about saying and doing what you need to one up somebody, manipulative. Sometimes you have to realize you have to pick your battles. Like the saying goes, pick your battles. Some battles just aren't worth going through. It's like there's just no need to have certain fights, to have certain arguments. There's no resolve. I feel like your person is a bit like, oh, well, they said this to me, or they did this to me. They are saying they're sick of the fighting. They're like, what if I speak to them and try to clear things up and the energy doesn't change? It sort of comes back to this. That's what they're worried about. They're worried about communicating and things turning into an argument again. And I feel like their sibling is saying to them, you have to let go of the pettiness. You have to let go of the ego energy. So the Three of Wands. So yeah, it's like they want to explore a different version of this connection. They don't want it to be the way it is now. They still feel passion for you. They still feel a desire, like they are saying, look, I do feel this desire to reconnect with this person, but they're still sort of on the fence at the moment. It's like somebody who is going to go on a boat ride and they're still, like, they're not even in the boat, like they're not even in the water yet. It's like they're still on land, they've got their feet firmly planted on the floor, they're looking at the boat, they're looking at the water, but it's like they're not in there yet. They're sort of, I feel like it's almost like they want to bypass this growth and learning. They want to bypass having to be accountable. It's like they want things to be better without them actually having to have this conversation. The conversation that they feel is going to cause an argument. So I'm feeling like going to the shadow deck. So I want to see what shadow is really affecting them. What's really sort of fueling their current behavior? What's something they need to heal? Yeah. So irresponsible. So I feel like they could have made promises to you that they didn't keep. It's like two people here sort of, dressed up like they're going to their wedding, but they're actually like skeletons. It's like, I feel like they made promises that they couldn't keep. I also feel like this person has taken you for granted throughout the course of this connection, and that's why I feel like their sibling is like, stop being an idiot, just talk to this person, fix things. This person can be known for jumping into things without actually really thinking about the consequences. So they could have jumped into this connection without actually really knowing what it takes to make a relationship work. They don't really consider that what they're doing is hurting someone. Maybe they could have proposed to you and then, pulled out. Maybe they gave you an engagement ring and then said they don't want to do it anymore. What else are they saying? Wow, we do have union though. So they are saying that they do want union. So they do want to come together with you. They do feel like you are the person for them. So even though there is a lot of immaturity, there's a lot of ego, I feel like this person ultimately has a lot of work to do. There's a lot of things they're not seeing clearly about the connection fully, or that they're not seeing about their own behavior. But they are seeing things clearer than what they did. They have had an epiphany about something, at least, with the Ace of Swords. So something is clear to them. I just feel like this particular person still does, like, they don't have the full picture. So we've got here the Hidden Truth Oracle. I want to see what is the most important thing that they want you to know right now. The one thing. Wow, we've got here, I knew what I was doing. So again, I feel like potentially not being accountable, but they are saying, I know what I was doing. So I feel like when they jumped into a connection or they started talking to you or asked you out and then broke it off, stuff like that, it's like they did know what they were doing. They just weren't thinking about your feelings, which is a really shitty thing. People can know that they're being manipulative. They can know, they might think, oh, I'm in this connection, but I don't really want to be in it. And they know that deep down, but it's like they keep doing it anyway. So that's where I feel like there's some ego. There is some immaturity here. So I'm going to get one more card. So I'm getting they're sort of on the fence, like they're trying to be accountable. They're like, look, I knew what I was doing, but this person did this to me and they said this to me. So they're still doing the back and forth a bit. What's one more thing that they might want to say to you? Feeling this card as well. So we've got here, the timing just wasn't right for us. So maybe they realized once they were too far gone, maybe they knew what they were doing. They knew deep down that the timing wasn't right for this connection. Maybe you possibly really wanted the connection to happen. Maybe they did try to sort of make it work, but they just didn't feel like it was right. Something about it just, I feel like honestly, the timing wasn't right because they weren't in a place where they could include someone else. They weren't ready to have a union with somebody else. They weren't ready to compromise with another person. Yeah, and we've got here, I know that I crossed the line with you. So they know that they crossed the line. They know that they were irresponsible. They did really shitty things. They know that. That's why I said I feel like there is ego. It's like they knew what they were doing. I feel like they knew the shitty things they were doing, but they did them anyway. But like I said, they're on the fence. They can at least admit they know they crossed a line. They know that they did something that wasn't appropriate, that they shouldn't have done, something that they're going to actually have to apologize for, something that has hurt you. So I still feel like they're in a place of growth, but they do have somebody that is on your side. I feel like that's trying to really help them mature and grow for the sake of making this connection work. So let me know if this resonates with you for pile number 3. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.